I have a question. If you're a survivor, but still speak like a victim, then what have you survived? What have you overcome? What makes you a survivor? It can't be just that the trauma stopped. Because when trauma stops, we keep going in our head. We get suicidal, we get depression, we don't take care of ourselves, we become unhealthy, we hate on ourselves, we harm our physical body. So, when does survivorship start? When does it start for you? Are you ready to allow yourself to be done with the trauma? Are you ready to put it down and move forward now? I only speak like this to you firmly because I had to do it for myself too. And it was only when I got real with myself that I actually started to move forward and progress. I knew the things I needed to do, but I was waiting on something magical to happen. Then one day, I realized that I had full control of everything. Not of people, but of everything. Everything. If I wanted to have an argument, I could start one. If I wanted to have peace, I would shut my mouth. If I was agitated, there'd be this little feeling within me that wanted to bicker. So then you pick the right person and you get to bickering. Or you're not having a good day, so you go and sprinkle that not good day on everyone else. Spread your energy just in the right way to manifest how you're feeling with inside. So how can I feel sad inside but see all these people smiling around me? No. So like, when do we cut the shit? When do we cut the shit? When do you cut the shit? It's the only way I was able to heal. I didn't look forward to being sick or in pain. Not that I looked forward as an enjoyment to pain. But I never even put it in my head that it was going to leave me because they told me it was chronic. I didn't even try to fight the pain. I didn't even. When I was about 20 years old, I had pain. And I found myself in such pain. And at that time, I didn't have any health insurance. So I was laying there and I was just in excruciating pain. There was nothing that I could do about it, right? That I thought. Then I laid down. Well, it's not like I was already laying, to be honest. Laying in fetal position, crying and rocking. That's what I was doing. When the thought came to my head, it was a mentoring inner thought that came to my head and was like, you like the ocean. Think of the ocean. Think of the waves of the ocean. Imagine yourself there. Be there. And I started to do that. Laying there crying. And so what I did was I shifted my thinking from, oh my God, this pain is so horrible, from there to a whole nother place. And then what happened was the pain that was so tight, I could feel it start to loosen up. And then I knew I was onto something. And it was. Right? So after that experience, when pain came, when I would get to the worst point, that is when it would come back to my mind. Hey, think about the waves. And it helped. And I was scared of the pain to experience it again, even though I could get rid of it again. I'm realizing this now. Before, when I was doing it and making a separation, I wasn't realizing the power that I had and that I was using. But I didn't continue to use it because of the error that was in my mind, that anything that I could do was temporary, but what the doctors could do, I guess medication or whatever, would make it easier. Then I can honestly say it didn't. And so now I'm medication free, and when I have pain, both emotional and physical pain, I create a space between it. If I have emotional pain, I have to create a space because I need to make my flesh come under submission to my spirit. If I do not do that, then I open myself up to saying or doing something that is not truly within my core values. And I am in a new place of operating where my mouth, my voice, my energy is how I manifest. To manifest is to bring something forth, right? To bring it forth into fruition. You manifested this thing for someone, right? I manifested this life. I wanted things I went after, and I'm like, got them, right? I manifested this life. You manifested your life. Hear me. If you are a child or in your teens and you're living in a home and there's a trauma situation happening, or do you feel like things are very, very, very out of control in your home? So you're like, I didn't manifest my life, blah, blah, however you're speaking. I'm still gonna say, because I grew up in a home with a pedophile parent. So I grew up in a trauma household, okay, with sexual and physical abuse. So I know that type of trapped feeling. But I'm even going to tell you, like I would tell my younger self, like I wish I could tell my younger self. Even this situation, even you're in the midst of it, you can still help yourself much more than you are right now. You can help yourself so much more than you are right now. So I say that, and then I wonder, really? So much like my younger self is like, really? How could I have done that? I was in the midst of trauma situation and still physically abused myself. I harmed my own self. In the midst of being in a home where trauma occurs, I then turned on myself and wanted to kill myself. So even when the trauma wasn't occurring, I was somewhere depressed about the trauma, upset about the trauma, destroyed from the trauma, and then cutting on myself because I hated life and I hated being in that home at that time, living through the trauma and the after effects of the trauma, and the one thing after another. I can honestly say once I said, I'm not going to be anxious anymore. Like once I said, really said, not like my ego, like, oh, you're not going to be anxious no more. No. When I felt it from the well of my being, when I said it and I felt it hard, and I knew when I said it that I couldn't take it back. When I said I will not pick up depression anymore, I'm not picking up depression anymore. Did I say I would never feel sorrow? No, because life has sorrowful moments. But am I going to want to kill myself over it? Am I going to want to destroy life over it? Am I going to want to be evil to another person over it? Am I going to allow myself to worry about something that's not even here yet? So much so that it causes me to not be able to sleep properly. When I wake up in the morning, I still have this thing on my stomach. No. No. That's not a life worth living. And the thing is, people respect me, and I was, I was respected, and I'm a bold person. And people listen to me. But I couldn't get bold with myself? Like spiritually bold with myself? Spiritually bold with myself. Like, and this is like the true, like this is the underlying shadow. I manifest my life. Will things happen outside of my control? Of course. But I still manifest my life. You want to know how? Grace. Grace. And I always say this. What life does to you, you have no control. How you handle it, you have control. Someone cut you off on the street, you don't have to curse them out or flip them the bird, right? Do you? You don't have to. It's not going to take back that they cut you off, right? So that whole heightened energy burst, once you let that in, then what happens? They're down the street, your heart is still pounding, you're still enraged, and you're ready for the next fight. You manifested that. You brought that into fruition. want to thank you for listening. It's like 15 minutes in, and I actually just started this to make a quick little video. I guess if you listen to my tapes, then you know that most of my videos are me pondering deep inner thoughts and speaking them. And it may sound very dreamy or whimsical, but that is the truth, and that's how I became healed. And if you need any kind of healing, or you're looking for the peace, everything that they say, oh, what you're looking for, you already have, what you need, all of those things is very true. Even when, even in Christianity, you know, they say God will give you the desires of your heart, right? That is true. He gives you the desires of your heart. Listen, God will give you the desires of your heart. So how can you not obtain the desires of your heart if God has given you the desires? So if you are out there operating maybe you need to slow down. Just slow down. Sit with yourself. Sit with God. There is no place to go. Just sit with Him. Go into the universe. Close your eyes. Be there. Be awareness within. Get rid of all outside noise if it is distracting to you. And just sit. And go inward. And be there. You will hear. You will experience. Be the silence. Be the watcher. And observe what happens within your mind. When you yourself want quiet. When you yourself want quiet, how can you not quiet yourself? That is the beginning. It's the beginning, my friends. Okay? I feel like this is enough right now for today. I'm not cutting this video. I'm going to take this video as it is and I'm going to publish it on YouTube. My purpose is, I've been unhealed. I was unhealed for so long. And I have been healed completely. And I have been reborn in a very strong spiritual sense. And it's so beautiful to me. And I just want to honestly just share it. Because when I look at people, I know I can feel it. I feel it. I feel it. And so I just want to help people who are ready and open to be helped and waiting to be helped. Some people aren't ready yet. So those people, you expose yourself to them so that they can get an experience of you, and then they take that forward, and then they'll meet someone else who will pick up the journey with them. And like the oracle on the side of the road, on the path that you come upon, you have a discussion with, and then you're able, you almost feel more energized and nourished to be able to move forward. And I'm not going to give you anything that you don't already have within you. I'm just going to help you see it again. If you haven't, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a website at www.belovedoracle.com. If you have taken this 22 minutes and 43 seconds to listen to me, then I appreciate you. I will consider you a very lovely follower. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy your weekend. And namaste.